What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, I want to talk about something that is currently in the Compete tab. Now, for some people, by the time this video goes live, this event has already actually happened, but if we go over here, you have your typical cups like the Solo Ranked Battle Royale Cup, all that type of stuff going on, but then we have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX Cup right here. Now, you may notice right at the bottom, other than the first place prize of $2,500, we have a very old item that has not been seen since like the pre-COVID times, right? You know what, I'm actually going to pull it up real quickly because I know the name of this item. This is the Rust Bucket Back Bling, and this back bling was last seen in the item shop April 19th, 2018, which as the time you're recording this video was 2,803 days ago. And today there's going to be a special cup where you'll be able to earn this back bling right here by getting 8 points. And part of this video is kind of be like, hey guys, if I go to my back blings right now, I type Rust Bucket, I'm an OG, trust me, please. I had it back when it was rare. Now, it's just a little bit of a joke off to the side, but it's wild to see that this back bling that has not been seen in so many years, that was given away for free in the item shop because of some downtime that was going on with the servers back in the day, is now going to be a back bling you can get from the NVIDIA GeForce RTX Cup by just earning 8 points. And if we go down here, right, we look at the point scoring, each elimination is 2 points, but if you just hide in a match and you make it to the top 43rd place, congratulations, you got yourself a free back bling that is considered to be very, very rare. However, despite this, everything else going on here, there's some more interesting things to mention that I want to talk about and get a little bit of a discussion going. Firstly, this is a cup that you'll be able to participate in order to win a customized GeForce RTX 5080 that has the Fortnite key art on it. I'll go ahead and pop an image up on screen so you can see it, but the interesting thing about this is that it's not like your normal Fortnite key art thing, it's the one we've seen before, but it's the recent one where they actually replaced Hope and the bird skin, I think it was Sergeant Drake, with Raven and Evie, I think that skin's actually called. I kind of forgot the name of it, but this is the kind of key art that you would have over on this 5080 RTX if you were someone to actually end up winning this from this competitive tournament. Now, in terms of how many people will be able to actually earn it and win it from this cup, it is for the person who is in first place in each region. So if you're first place in Asia, you win it. If you're first place in EU, you win it, etc., etc. So each region has that first place slot where they're able to actually have one person potentially winning it, but on top of that, you'll be able to earn some money as well. So first place will not only get the GPU, but they'll also be able to get $2,500 for NA Central, I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, NA Central. And then second, $1,500, all the way down to $100 for top 75, and then as you get down to the different regions, the pricing does change. So for example, in Asia, the lowest price that you can win is $100, but you have to be in the top 40 due to the low player count. Now, all of that is cool, competitive tournaments are cool and all that. Seeing this back bling return for the first time in forever is really cool to see, but where does the topic of today's video come in? Where is the interesting part we should probably talk about? Well, if we go down here, one of the important things to mention is actually, you can see right here, the 5080 GPU is top 4 in EU, top 3 in NA Central, top 1 in Oceanic and everywhere else, but in order to participate in this, you need to have played in at least 14 tournaments in the last 180 days, meaning that if you're someone who just wanted this back bling, you're not really a competitive player, but you would be willing to play in a competitive cup in order to get it, you might not be able to because of the fact that as of right now, the night I'm recording this, where are we at? We're December, so it's December 20th right now. If you really want to participate, you, I guess, could maybe do like 2 tournaments? It doesn't count each match you play, for example. So if I play 10 matches of this cup right here, it's only going to count as 1. It's not going to count as 10, meaning that you had to do 14 individualized events in order to qualify for the next thing and in order to qualify for this cup right here, which makes me wonder, how do you guys feel about cups like this being locked out for players who just don't play competitive at all? I feel in a certain way when it comes to competitive cups, they've been having a lot more focus on the actual ranked players, the people who play this mode for the mode itself, for the different, competitive environments of it, and not so much for the free rewards. I think that's what this has been advertising recently, even with the other cups, like the one we clicked on over here, right? So if we go here, you can see we have a pickaxe, we have a back bling, we have a glider variant, we have another glider, we have a wrap, we have a back bling, a wrap, a back bling, a pickaxe, etc., etc. It's sometimes the same thing, but we have 2 different skins. We have a lot more rewards than we typically would have had before from these ranked cups. You know, before it would have just been a glider and that's all you would get. Now there's so many rewards, but it requires you to be at the higher ranks, and you know, the higher your rank you are, the more rewards you actually have a chance of earning, etc., etc. So it does make me wonder, is this a good change going forwards, or is this something that we probably shouldn't do? Especially for an item like this that has the type of scarcity it has before. It has a large amount of rarity and FOMO to its name. Is this something that should have been available for everyone to earn? Or is this something that should have just popped up in the item shop again, considering it was sold for 0 V-Bucks back in the day? You know, I would love to hear your comments on that whole entire situation in the comment section down below, but I thought I'd make a video about this because I think it's very interesting that a back bling that was, you know, released for free due to the issues going on back then, and it's even linked to a skin from back then. You know, if we type Rust Lord, it's linked to this skin right here, is now going to be available for anyone to actually get, and it technically is allowed to because it wasn't related to the battle pass or anything. It was an item shop release, but it's something that has that craziest rarity out there, which I think it's the rarest back bling that we've ever seen in Fortnite that has not returned in the longest time. Of course, you know, there's exclusive things that might be rare, but yeah, looking it up right now, all cosmetics was the longest laid in the item shop. The only thing with a longer wait than this back bling, or not this back bling, but you know, the back bling that we actually just saw in the compete tab, is actually the Mako glider, last seen January 2nd, 2018, which is 2,910 days ago, which is around 100 more days than the Rust Bucket back bling. After that, we have the Rogue Agent skin, because that it was sold in the item shop a little bit later down the line, and starter pack skins basically. And then you have the fresh emote, the hot Marat emote, that type of stuff. But it is just an interesting situation overall. So with that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow on another upload. So until then, peace out.